What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com, baby babies. Welcome back to the Ash Said It Daily podcast show. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for all your support, all your love, all the downloads. We are very close. We are super, just alarmingly close to 500,000 streams worldwide. Yeah. So I'm super excited about that, and I would not be able to do that without you guys. So thank you for all of your support, all of your love. Today I've got the founder and CEO of FitMetrix, the beautiful Monica Dioda. How are you today, Monica?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you for having me on your show.
Oh, well, thank you so much for joining us. Monica, let our audience know, where are you from?
So, as you can tell from my accent, I'm not from Georgia. I am where I live currently. I'm actually from Italy.
What is Italy known for, Monica?
Well, Italy is known for great fashion, great food, and especially great wine.
Food and wine, those are my two favorites.
Exactly.
As a kid growing up in Italy, Monica, what were your aspirations? What did you want to be?
So I grew up with a mom that was one of the pioneers, actually, in the city where I was living in. She started her own business as a CPA, and she grew her own firm, and she's still running it at 75-year-old. She's going to kill me because I'm saying her age. But she's running it with, I think she has 25 employees now. And so I grew up with the example of a mom owning a business and being a businesswoman, and so I always wanted to be a businesswoman.
Did you have any idea what type of business that you wanted to start?
I didn't, but I did know that I was very interested in the dealing and the intricacies of deal making. My mom, as a CPA, was also an advisor to a lot of store owners in Italy that were buying and selling their stores. So I would hear during dinner time a lot of the business talks between her and my dad. So that side of the business always fascinated me.
In 1996, Monica, you made that decision to leave your home country and come to the Americas. What was that transition like for you to leave Italy and to jump into Atlanta?
I came here I had just graduated from law school in Italy, and I came here to do a master in international law. And it was a little bit of a cultural shock. I moved from Italy to Georgia, to Atlanta, and then right soon after that to Athens, Georgia, UGA. And first of all, I had learned English in London, so what I was hearing here was not the English that I was used to. So it took me a while actually to get, to get me comfortable with the way the English language was spoken here, and everything from the food to I remember driving on the highway and having this 12-lane highway and being completely terrified because the biggest highway in Italy at that point was 3 lanes. So it was a bit of a cultural shock when I first moved here.
What was the most welcoming thing that you experienced here?
Oh, 100% the people. Everybody was always so, and still is, so welcoming and interested in your experience, where you're coming from, what you do. So I've always found the people here to be the best asset of Georgia and Atlanta.
Let's just jump into it. FitMetrix. Where did the idea for this company come from?
FitMetrix idea came about 4.5 years ago. I had, for a long time, stopped working to raise my kids, and I was finding myself. I used to practice as a mergers and acquisitions attorney for many years, and then I got married. I had children, and I decided to stop working because I wanted to stay home with my kids. And after 7 or 8 years, I was looking around and I wanted to get back in the workforce, and I really wasn't finding anything that was appealing to me. And I knew I didn't want to go back to practice law. But what I knew was that I really loved fitness and I really loved indoor cycling. And so I started looking around, and at that point, companies like SoulCycle, Flywheel started to be very successful. So I looked at them and I thought, maybe there is an opportunity in opening a cycling studio. The more I looked into it, the more I realized there was not a technology that could do what I had in mind, which is tracking the performance of the members in the studio and give them a very personalized experience. So at that point, the idea of maybe I shouldn't open a cycling studio. Maybe there should be a company that fills this void in technology. Right. And so that's when the idea came about.
When you came about with that idea, what was your next step?
So my next step, as you know, my background, I'm not a technologist. I knew very little about technology. And, a lot of times in life is persistence and a little bit of luck. And at that point, my co-founder, Josh Lloyd, moved in next door to me. And as I started getting to know him, as you know your neighbor by the mailbox and you chit-chat about your children and your family, I realized that he had been in software and in technology for 20 plus years. And that he was the founder of a very successful technology company here in Atlanta. And so I started talking to him about my idea and the challenges that I was having. And it took a little bit of convincing, but I convinced Josh to get into business with me. And, we literally started in the dining room table in my house. We quickly made a few key connections with gym software providers as far as the gym management or their back end goes. And, 4.5 years later, we're almost in 1,000 locations.
That's nationwide, correct?
Yes. Well, we're also, I think, right now in 23 different countries.
Awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And I was just checking out, some of the technology. It is incredible. The tracking, like you said, that no one else has done it. And for you to see that void and say, you know what? I'm going to start something new. I'm going to make people think a little bit further outside the box and create something that has never been done before. I commend you on that because we were talking earlier and you're saying that, you're a seasoned veteran in the game, in life. And you started this company a little later on in life, but it was something that needed to fill a void, and it has. I tip my hat to you on that.
Yes, and thank you so much. And, I think a lot of women stop working because they want to raise their children. They want to spend time with their children. Mm-hmm. And then it's really hard to get back in the workforce.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like I was in my mid-40s. But, I think that goes to show you that it's really never too late and never take no for an answer. Yeah. If you think you have a good idea and you think there is a need for your idea, just be persistent. Maybe just a little bit of luck, and it helps as well.
What gyms have partnered with you guys?
It's interesting because we have all different kinds of gyms. We go from the very niche boutique studios to big chains like Gold's Gym. Lifetime is another one of our clients. Cycle Bar, which is a cycling franchise chain. They have about 150 locations now. So they really vary in range.
This program for FitMetrix, is it for like every member or is it like an extra incentive for members to sign up?
It depends how we provide this service to the gym themselves. So it depends how the gym wants to propose it to their own members. For boutique studios or like Cycle Bar, for example, it's just a service to every single member. You pay for the class there, and FitMetrix is part of the technology that is offered to the members. Same for Lifetime Fitness. Other gyms, they offer FitMetrix as a service added, so their members pay an extra fee to use the services.
It's a tracker, and you put it somewhere on your body?
Yes and no. We are a software company, so we're not the manufacturer of the trackers. So no matter what, no matter what brand your members, brand of tracker your members are using, it will work with our system.
Gotcha.
And that's what is attractive to the gyms, because they don't want their members to have to go out and buy new trackers, because a lot of them already have some kind of device, and the fact they can use a software that is compatible with the hardware that the member have is very attractive.
All right, Monica. So what events are coming up?
A couple of our clients do charity rides. One was in Lake Norman for the diabetes, and another was in Canada as well for diabetes. So we're always very active. We try to be active in the community. We try, always to clients, be interactive and be engaging with our members.
Glad to hear that. And last but certainly not least, what advice could you offer to any young people, or really anyone today, Monica, with a dream on their heart, but maybe they've been hit by some of the circumstances of life?
I think a lot of it is persistence. Things happen in life, and things do not always go as planned. But the key to me is always to be persistent and to not give up. And often don't take no for an answer. Keep on what you think is the right thing to do. Keep on your dream, and just don't give up because some people don't see your dream.
I love it. All right, Monica, Dioda, thank you so much for spending time with us today, Monica. Let our audience know the best way to get in contact with you if they need to reach you for anything.
Yeah, they can reach me at Monica D at FitMetrix.io. The website is www.fitmetrix.io.
Awesome sauce. Thank you so much, Monica. Much more success to you. And we look forward to having you back on the show when you've got another big announcement. It's coming.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
No problem. Thank you to each and every one of you guys for supporting the movement and downloading my shows. Thank you so very much. We are very, very close to 500,000 streams worldwide. Wowzers. All right. Keep in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face and tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. Because that's what we're doing this for. We're doing this for the history books. Social media is nice, it's cool, it's fun, but real life is so much better. Until next time.